ladies and gentlemen, as always, I'm your host, AirsoftAL, and welcome to another AirsoftAL Reviews. And you probably saw that a little bit there, but let's take a moment and talk about gloves, shall we? Gloves come in a variety of shapes, sizes, colors, what have you. And these gloves in particular are ones I got because of a specific loadout I like. One that, you can probably see behind me. And that particular loadout, of course, need gloves. Now, I've actually am a part of a certain group of people for whom do kind of harp on me a little bit because of the fact that I kind of deviate from the loadout of this particular faction, but I believe in practicality over accuracy, honestly. I come from a military family. What more do you want from me? But, ladies and gentlemen, today I talk about, of course, leather gloves. And not the kind you use for behind closed doors.
Oh my.
No, ladies and gentlemen. I talk about these kinds of gloves. These are hazard gloves. I'm just going to call them what they are. They are fingerless, hard-knuckle gloves. The kind that you can use to either knock a man out, you know, because you got to throw that haymaker, fuck you type deal. But they're primarily advertised as biking glasses, and biking gloves. Meaning you would mostly use these for motorcycle, bicycle, what have you. I'm not going to use these for that. In fact, I'm going to use them for the obvious thing, for my NCR loadout. And that's why I primarily got them. Now, they are around about the $25-ish price tag, around the sub-$30 price tag, depending on where you are and what your state fucking tax is. But these, of course, have been field tested, and I am, suffice to say, impressed. In reality, I actually do like these gloves. They do actually work out fairly well. Even when I was reloading the service rifle, I had no issue getting magazines out of the pouches and actually manipulating the rifle itself. And if you've seen the footage that I had it playing over my explanation for this, you could definitely see the evidence of the fact of, again, I had no issue whatsoever actually using these gloves at all. And I mean that. Now, of course, you may need to go a size smaller than what your actual glove size is. Granted, for me, I have small hands. I tried going for a size small. They are loosey-goosey, to say the least, at least to a degree. I have to actually really lock them down. I have to adjust them every so often. I got to pull them back every so often, but that's just me personally. Once they are actually wet from the sweat and stuff, and they actually do conform and mold to your hand, that's when they will actually become the size that you want. Now, in terms of actual shots, you can actually see where this actually got shot in the knuckle a bit, and even here as well. These actually did protect my hand from a lot of knuckle shots, and they actually did do their job really well, and that is something I actually am very happy for. Now, of course, obviously, with them being fingerless, it means that some shots will still make it inside the glove. I only had one instance of that where I was peeking a corner, and a BB actually shot inside the glove itself. Again, I am not 100% upset at that. It's just that was my own fault. Now, again, I meant when I said that these gloves actually do work out fairly well, although you will just listen. I don't know if you can hear that, but you can get that leather, like faux leather rubbery sound, that crinkling sound. I don't know if you can hear that, but yes, underneath it though is not all leather in the knuckles. These are actually basic hard plastic. And the hard plastic knuckles underneath the faux leather. And speaking of which, when you actually do order these things, pin link down below, by the way, they come in this lovely little baggie. And in that baggie, which I will be keeping for screws and stuff, it does have the company logo on there. In the little baggie itself, attached to these gloves are the the actual name of it, which I will put there because I have no idea how to pronounce this, and I'm not going to try to, and all that good jazz. But the gloves are actually kind of interesting in the sense of, unlike other gloves that I have had in the past, these use snaps instead of actually like a linking system or some sort of hook system. They actually use just basic snaps, or they'll use the actual Velcro to attach to each other. Which that is another thing I'm kind of disappointed in, is the fact of it's Velcro and not an actual like strap system. But for anyone who has a sewing machine and is actually pretty good at messing with leather, be it fake or real, you can probably remedy that in no time. But I'm not going to lie when I say it, these gloves are actually well designed, they're actually well thought out, they actually work. They didn't fall apart. They did have some strings here to actually help pull the gloves off, which I am somewhat regretting cutting off, because again, I'm messing with a lot of gun, I mess with stuff like this. So being able to manipulate the firearm is kind of a good thing, and having a string there, 2 loops on the middle and ring finger, would kind of hinder that process and get caught up in something and maybe cause an accident. But in all seriousness though, speaking of that, manipulating a firearm with these is not that difficult to do, especially like say with a shotgun. I have no issue actually gripping this, actually handling this, actually manipulating the magazine of this particular shotgun, or even with, like, say, the gun behind me, the not the G36, the G3 here, the battle rifle, the R91, even though the R91 is technically an HK33, but, semantics. But, no, seriously though, I have no issues. I actually do have a much more comfortable grip with these. I had no slippage of any kind. And again, I have no issue manipulating the actual firearm, but that's not what you want to know. No, I know you all too well. What you want to know is how this handled the service rifle. Well, you saw in the footage that it actually handled the service rifle pretty well. And the service rifle, again, did fairly well with these gloves, especially with the texturized grip. I was able to get better grip with these gloves on the texture. I was able to, like I said, reload fairly well. I was able to manipulate the fire control pretty well. But then again, this is based off of a Armalite system, the Eugene Stoner system. So, kind of common sense that, yes, this would work out fairly well. And it does. Again, I have no discomfort whatsoever with these gloves. Granted, that's just me, because I don't know if you guys have any allergies to faux leather or any kind of leather whatsoever, so this may not be for you. But these do come in a variety of colors, including the black, of course, which, again, pin comment down below if you want to go ahead and buy these now. But in all seriousness, though, like I said, I have no issue actually shouldering the rifle, actually doing anything with the rifle. And these gloves actually do offer that bit of grip. Even when my palms are sweaty, I'm still able to grip the rifle pretty good and solid. And like I said, able to manipulate them. Even when the gun is very modern, like, say, the 416. Even with the 416 here, I'm able to, once again, handle, manipulate. I'm able to do that, even all the doodads and stuff, of course. You know, just again, I have no issues manipulating any weapon at all, especially the Armalite style guns. But again, you're also thinking, okay, what about a Kalashnikov? Oh, what, you mean this Kalashnikov? Are we satisfied yet? Because if so, I can get back to talking about the gloves and the fact, and not what gun systems they can actually mess around with, which this needs to get a Ranger band. Jesus Christ, this thing is wobbly as hell. In all seriousness, though, these gloves actually do work out fairly well. And coming at under $30 even, again, these are actually really good, and I am definitely saying this. Get a pair for yourself. If you like biking, if you like Nerf, if you're building an NCR cosplay, if you are airsofting, real steel shooting, or you just need something that looks cool for, like, any sort of cosplay. Seriously, these gloves, get yourself some. Pin comment down below. And down there is, of course, one of our sponsors. One of those sponsors being, of course, Braytac. Braytac are some interesting motherfuckers who basically take the Thunderbees here and make essentially a 9mm adapter and allow you to more or less create a impact blank firing grenade that are just now coming into the United States, and yours truly has the chance to talk about this one, the V2, the Braytac V2, which again has a covered bottom instead of an open bottom. And like I said, it's actually pretty easy to do. A full video will be coming out on that in the near future. But the next bit of people that we got to shout out to, and of course tell you guys to go check out, is of course our friends over at T238. Hey, do you like tracer units? What am I saying? Of course you do. But you don't want to spend the money on tracer units. They're overcomplicated and don't really give you a clear instruction of how they actually work. Well, here's where this comes into play, because our friends over at T238.net have actually helped work with us to help hook you guys up with not only some great deals, but also even better tracer units. So, be it, of course, from, say, the most cyberpunk of cyberpunk. Or even the most tactical of tactical rifles. T238.net has got what you're looking for. And aside from tracer units, they also make high-powered motors, be they high speed, high torque, or even anything in between. For V2s, V3s, they even have trigger units that are easy to install and just do a lot of awesome things. And the best part is, they have components that prevent them from overheating. And it's not just for airsoft. No, they also make it for gel ball and Nerf. Meaning that if your country does not allow you to have the coolness that is airsoft, then at least you have something for Nerf and gel ball. So, go down to the link down below and use the coupon code AirsoftAL and you'll get some awesome stuff. And even better stuff, be they discount codes or, of course, free shipping. But if you use the link down below, then you'll be helping us out here on the channel. So please, go down there to the link down below, use that referral link, and get some really awesome stuff. I mean this, folks. T238 has never steered me wrong, isn't going to steer you wrong. They are simple, easy to use, and easy to understand, and they're reliable. So, what are you waiting for? Go down there right now at T238.net, link down below, and use coupon code AirsoftAL and get some good stuff. Now, if you don't want to go through, of course, our sponsored links, which again are, of course, Braytac and T238, then if you can, please consider checking out the other two links down below, which of course goes to our PayPal and our Cash App. Those two links allow you to donate directly to us to basically help out the channel. It's folks like you that actually do help this channel out and allow us to be able to do what we do, especially getting really awesome stuff, like not only, of course, the G3 battle rifle here, not only the service rifle, the shotguns, literally all these guns, and this, and of course the background behind me. But it's also folks like you that actually make future reviews possible, especially a Tavor 21 review, a FAMAS review, and a ENC M16A1 review that is coming in and is possible thanks to you, the viewers. And as always, I gotta say, thank you guys. Thank you for everything you do, and as always, I shall see you lovely, lovely people in the next video. Till next time. Later.